comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Get down, get down! 180!
Carr. He's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Deuce right, Chief! Low!
Throwing now is Carr. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for. As now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You bring back great memories. Used to love that drill. A lot of times in practice you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Four down, check!
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
24. 29. 29.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. First, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do well. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big way. The best way to do it, touchdown.
Down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Coming with pressure. He drops it on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Kelly. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They'll run it now. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On second down, Kelly. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And that was third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be getting rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Kelly. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
4 down,
there, and it'll be second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
You can almost hear the collective gasp on the sidelines. They could not come up with that football. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Perlman, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a play fake. Carr. And Thomas has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking from the gun. It's Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there. He's got to understand how much time he has to take care of it.
Can stretch. The ball is free. And the Raiders pick it up. The Red Sea Colts, and there he goes. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here in the tailback. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Nice maneuver. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hut.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. And on the ground, they go to the running back. Finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming out. They'll give it to him. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think of...
Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
But we decided to run it in and get it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Kelly. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Down goes a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, Kelly. Sutton rolling it in on the left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. here's Hall. And now the ball's out. Lost it. Fumble. He will get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Here we go now.
He'll hit it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Kelly now. Going to throw on third and goal. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
That is right.
Looking to throw on second down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier play game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Gun! Leopard!
On first and 10, Kelly. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Play action, it's Kelly. They'll buy some time running. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On third down, that's Lindsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots.
All right, now look
and
at 56.
forward to get the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Kelly. At the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
6-18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ray. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You're mine.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ty Davis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line.
Just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Kelly. Throwing on 3rd and long. Being chased up. Kelly stripped. The ball is through.
third time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, three or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
There you go.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we got three.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure it out. The reason is he better figure it out. Kelly to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
To throw is Kelly. Back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 319.
Here's Kelly to throw on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Watching that, Marty.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a first down throw, Kelly. And that's complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Check.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down. The tight end there. That brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Kelly to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you set up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Now Kelly. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
From the gun, Kelly. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing for his right back, but he's got it complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Steps away to his left. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Kelly. This will be caught about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Kelly. This will be caught about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Kelly from the downhill throw, and that is incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it,
and the Broncos get there and take him down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is called. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but it's still got a big chunk of...
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will add on in their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Strip that ball.
On first down, Carr. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
87 feet.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Watson has it right side. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they're able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. That was good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Twisting away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big time.
This is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Pinheiro now on the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and then you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Denver, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.